Okay, so now we need to decide whether the grammar is ambiguous. And I'll bring you back to this point here where we had to decide which production for E we wanted to use here. Did we want to use the tilde or the caret? And either one of those turns out to be valid. And so I'm going to show you what that derivation looks like. We have an A that start to begin with, that's the start symbol, and then we get down to this point, and here's where up here we decided to expand this to a tilde, and down here we're going to expand it using the caret. So E equals E caret E. Okay, so what that means is that in order to get to this production, now we need to expand this E not to a V like we did before, but to an E tilde E. And now hopefully you can see that we're going to end up with the exact same sentence because we can drill both of these down and convert each of these in turn to a V and then to the actual terminal that we need. And so I'm just going to abbreviate this. If you were doing this on an actual exam, you would not be abbreviating this. You would be working out the full derivation. But what you're going to end up with at the end is the exact same sentence as we had up here. And so what we've now shown is that we can come up with two different derivations or parse trees. We could have done the same thing with the parse tree here. So you can see the basic form of the parse tree here is, so ignoring the assignment part, we have sort of, we have an E, and then, we have a tilde, and then we have an E caret. So this is the basic structure for here. Whereas here, what we get is a structure that basically looks like this. And so these are different structures, and they mean different things because remember these parse trees are evaluated from the bottom up. And so this means do the caret first, this means do the tilde first. And so it doesn't really matter what these operations are, and that's why I used weird symbols for them. But this is ambiguous because basically the grammar does not specify which of these operations should happen first for this sentence. And so we have two equally valid leftmost derivations, and we have two equally valid parse trees. And obviously these are not complete parse trees, and so you would need to fill them out as a complete proof. But hopefully this is enough to convince you that this grammar is in fact ambiguous, and that either the leftmost derivation or the alternate parse tree would be proof of that.